All right, Coach. Good comeback win for the team. Just your initial thoughts on the match?
Tale of two halves, I think. Obviously, being 2-0 down in this league is incredibly difficult to get back into it, but we showed our character, we showed our mentality. The never say die, never give up, and you know, we showed what we're capable of doing in that second half, and by scoring 3 goals and missed some chances as well, so it could have been a lot easier and different. But thankful for the 3 points, and we move on.
Awesome.
So, what do you think kind of led to that first half? Just the performance.
I mean, you know, Angel City are a good team in transition, and so if you give away the ball in dangerous areas, they can punish you, and ultimately that their first goal comes from a transition moment. The second goal is a set piece. And it's unfamiliar territory for us. You know, it's been a while since we've been, a couple of goals down in games. But again, two halves are never the same. We rectified it in our halftime team talk, and we went after it. Nothing to lose at that point.
What was the message in that halftime team talk?
I think a lot of it's down to like fundamentals, right? We can talk about strategies, but you have to be motivated to make sure you tackle, make sure you look after the ball, not give it away, have an objective to score, put pressure on, put fear into opponents, and certainly we did that in the second half, and the crowd fully got behind us. When the crowd get going, it can be intimidating for any away team, and so we use that to fuel us, and all the way until the end, we managed to get the result.
You bring in Oyane, Carson, and Haley. Just how much did they kind of change the game in that second half? And obviously with Oyane and Carson getting assists, but just with those three coming in and really giving the team a bit of energy, just how much do you kind of attribute their performance to the result?
I think, as always, it's a collective effort. You cannot just look at individuals as substitutions. They have to be game changers, and they certainly changed the game, but that's with the players who are already on the field as well. And again, the first half players played a part in that. Wearing Angel City down, making sure that we're making them defend in areas. We had enough energy towards the end of the game to come back and score 3 goals. So it's always a collective effort. Yes, substitutions can change behaviours and change the outcome of the game, and that's their job. It's always about the team.
Luis?
Hey Seb, congrats on the win. I wanted to ask you, obviously, with this win under your belt, how do you plan to build momentum? A long flight, to Portland on May 3rd. Thank you.
The result helps with the momentum. I think as well, even going back to last week's, I thought, disappointing result. I thought the performance was still there. I thought we controlled the game last week, but we didn't get the result. And a sign of a good team is how you respond to disappointment and going through those moments of adversity. It's not familiar for us. Obviously, last year we won the Shield with an unbeaten record. That's now in the past, and so to come into this game and be 2-0 down at half time, it tests our character, and we showed that regardless of what the result is, we still have an opportunity to make a difference, and we certainly did that in the second half.
Sean?
After last week, you had a lot was talked about the finishing last week, the lack of finishing. You went 70 minutes tonight where you were struggling to hit the target. Can you talk about the importance for the team of being able to get those 3 late goals?
You just got to persevere and keep going. Make sure you're doing the right thing. Last week, whether it was the final cross or final pass or not getting across defenders, what I need to give credit to with our players is, they take on feedback really well. They take information from all the coaching staff really well, and if they listen and continue to grow and learn, then they get their rewards that like they did in by scoring 3 goals. The crosses were phenomenal from Oyani, Carson. The finishes from Barbara getting across the defender, Marty getting in the right area. And, and if you have enough players in that area, you can force an error from the defender. And so it's that willingness to do it and having that understanding as well, and listening and getting the feedback from the staff, because we've been in those positions as players. And, if we continue to do it, we can continue to get the rewards, and it showed tonight.
Awesome.
Just with Marta's goal in the 72nd minute, how much do you feel that just kind of boosted the confidence of the team going forward to eventually get that equalizer just a couple minutes later?
Yeah, I mean, goals change games, and so once Marty gets that goal, you can see the momentum, you can see the attitude of the players, you can see the crowd getting up and off their feet and really being that 12th player to spur us on to go after it. We always felt like we were in this game, even at 2-0 down, we knew that we could come back, and so to get it off the mark, and we had a couple of more chances as well, but it wasn't meant to be. The goalkeeper made some good saves, and even at the other end, Anna made some really good saves that kept us in it as well. So, goals change games. We managed to get that goal and build that momentum, with the players and the fans, and it made us go on and get the second and the third.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.